Hey everyone, Ram from the Rib Appreciation Society, and today I'd like to go through how I like to prep my Aldi pork ribs. Now, Aldi, you have a few different cuts of ribs you can find in the fridge there, so it really comes down to your choice. But I like the ones with a little bit of a curve on it. These kind of just sort of sit a little bit better and cook a bit nicer and seem to have a little bit more meat. But it really comes down to your personal choice, and I recommend trying a couple out and then seeing which ones work best for you, and then sort of sticking to those ones moving forward. All right, once you've got them out of their wrapper, just check it out and remove any excess fat or any sort of meat you want to trim off. Now these are super trim ribs, so don't go to town trying to get rid of as much fat as you can. You kind of need all that for the cook. So I generally just trim off the little bits of loose ends and then go straight into removing that membrane. Now I like to get my hands dirty and just get the membrane off with my fingers. If you do prefer, simply just grab a butter knife and sort of get that edge picked up. Use a paper towel for some grip and off it goes. But I find these racks, because they're such a neat trim, relatively simple to pull out. And when you do pick up the Aldi wraps, always look for the ones that have the bone going through the whole rack, and they don't have that excess bit of, I guess, that cartilage and sort of the pork bite bits of a rack that we would normally find. With the Aldi racks, I recommend not trying to push for a 3-2-1 cook. Now, these are super slim racks. They're great for a quick cook up. You should be able to get these racks done in under 3 hours without too much hassle. And it's more of a 1, 2, and a 0.5 or a 30-minute glaze session. So don't go too crazy with the cook up. Make sure you watch out for that initial sort of smoke session, making sure that you take it off the smoke as soon as you got that the rub tacked on and sort of doesn't scratch off with the tip of your finger. And then from there is ready for the wrap. Put some glaze in there or some sauce in there just to cook up and keep it nice and moist. So I'm just going to trim off a few extra bits of meat that are hanging around. Again, home cook up, not too worried about the way they look. And realistically, you don't want to cut off much meat on this one because you haven't got much there to cut off. And there you have it. That's pretty much how I like to prep my racks, ready for some rub and then for a cook up. Hope you enjoyed that super fast demo on how I prep my Aldi racks. Catch you next time. Cheers.